Hello friends and welcome back for another episode of Indie Impressions. My name is Nick and today we're going to be checking out Cook Serve Delicious. This is the extra crispy edition by developer Vertigo Gaming. This is a kind of a hardcore cooking sim slash restaurant management game, and it has a really nice twist to it because I'm not really one to usually get into that kind of gameplay, to be honest with you. I mean, I do like my sims on occasion, but doing stuff as far as like managing a business, that doesn't seem like the most fun thing in the world to me. But this game manages to circumvent all the humdrum boring parts by making you be in direct control of every single thing that goes on. And how do they do that? Well, basically by putting you actually in charge of literally serving everyone that walks in. It ends up being pretty wacky, and I think we should just start into it. It's going to be a tough one for me to talk over, I have to admit. But I'm going to give it my all, and hopefully things will turn out pretty nicely. So this game is actually one that I've been pretty much familiarized with from a while back. I first found out about it when Ryan Northern Lion did a video on this one, and it looked like a lot of fun right back then, and it's actually come a ways since then, finally getting released on Steam, and I think now it's probably going to reach the audience it deserves to, because I think it's a very well done game. So I just wanted to preface by saying this is not exactly my first impressions of this game. I've actually been around it for a little while. Even played it a little bit on the Northern Lion Live Super Show with them. Ryan and Josh, I mean. So this is your main restaurant serving area. It doesn't look the best, but you'll fix it up in no time. You can press the bottom right pause button or hit escape, pause the game. At any time during the day, click here to continue. To the left are your prep stations. You'll start with 4. You learn more as you gain stars for your restaurant. You can take orders, serve food from here, so let's give it a try. Alright, so number 1 comes in. This man walks in, and we are going to press 1 to bring up our menu here. We now have a classic corn dog to serve. On the bottom of the screen, it tells us what we want on our corn dog, in this case ketchup and mustard, so we're going to press K and M. Either order doesn't matter, and enter to serve. And the faster we do that in general, the happier the dude will be, and as long as we don't get his order wrong, everything should be just fine. So the 3 types of satisfaction levels: perfect, no mistakes, customers happy, will come back. Average orders, customer isn't happy, mistakes were made, might not come back. And bad orders, which make the customer angry, doesn't pay, lots of mistakes made, won't come back. Strive for perfect orders, click here. Okay, we can do this. So you can also use your mouse to complete orders. You can. I prefer not to, though, but I guess we could try it for this one time. So this is ketchup and mustard, so we can click on the K and the M and enter. And that's probably the last time I'm going to do that. Burger requires you to cook the meat before preparing the food. Click or use the keyboard to call up the order to begin. Alright, so now we will place a meat patty down. And then press enter to start cooking. You'll see now on the 1, the timer has started. The steam is cooking, and in a moment... Oh, I probably have to click first before it'll actually go. Wait a few minutes or a few seconds for the meat to go to the right temperature. When it turns blue, it's ready to be prepped. Alright, perfect. So let's let that go. You'll see a little timer will go up. The burger is now ready. If we let this go for too long, though, then we're actually going to mess things up. So now to complete the order, we need to place meat, lettuce, bacon, cheese, and tomatoes. So basically everything that is there. So we're going to press M, L, B, C, T, and then enter to serve. And the customer leaves happy. So that is the key to success in Cook Serve Delicious, to replicate that formula but under intense pressure in a way that I don't think I've ever really seen done before in a game. It's got this sort of like WarioWare-esque feeling to it, where everything is sort of rushed and panicked, but yet you have to remain composed and try and, push out the best food you can through all the pressure, and you actually get to choose what kind of food you want to serve, and in essence, what kind of mini-games you're going to be presented with through all this. And there are some other things that'll break things up, like taking out the garbage or washing the dishes, and you can actually end up earning enough money to circumvent having to do those chores in exactly the same way. For example, you can get a dishwasher, or you can automate the garbage process. So 2 types of orders that you'll find in Cook Serve Delicious. When an order is highlighted blue after cooking will require additional prep. When the order is highlighted yellow, requires no more prep and is ready to be served to the customer. Simply select it to serve immediately. Okay, perfect. You can only prepare 1 order at a time. However, you can serve serve yellow cooked orders to customers immediately, even when preparing a different order. Simply press the number / click on an order to serve at any time. Okay. So now customers won't wait around forever until you have food ordered. Okay, perfect. So let's oh, I guess this is, for example, to show us what happens when we don't do our job properly. And I think that's probably about as much as we need to learn. Now they're going to illustrate... oh, okay. I thought we were going to do a sample of taking out the trash or something. So anyway, this is our main menu. And this is where we spend our time between actually doing prep work and, serving people. I actually already have the gist of this, so I don't really think we need to go through it here. I'll actually just speak through it all. So what we're going to do is we need to set up for our first day on the job. We have $7,500 and 30% buzz on day 1, and we have 0 of these tickets, which I'm not actually 100% sure what those are yet. We're going to go to view buy food, so we need to set up a few food items to put on our menu, otherwise what are we going to serve people? So I'm going to go with the simplest stuff, as I think most people should when you're getting started out, because things get really hectic really fast during rush hour. So we're going to buy the corn dog. We can try these out first if we would prefer, that way we get, you know, our the feeling of what exactly we're going to be doing when we pick this as a choice for a menu. And you'll notice this is a 1-star item, and there are a maximum of 5 stars available here. We can upgrade certain items to make them more difficult to prepare, but yield more money as a result. So the goal here, after I select a few things, is to try and stay afloat financially by serving enough food effectively, efficiently, and in a way that actually, you know, makes people happy and want, you know, so they want to come back, essentially. So we're going to click the confirm pretzel as well, and, oh, did I not? There we go. Alright, back to foods, and we're also going to serve some beer, because that makes it nice and easy. Beer is one of the easier ones to prepare. So that'll leave us at $5,800. Now we just need to put these things on our menu. Let's view our active menu, and these are our 3 items. This is a staple item, kind of an important thing to have around. And there's also something called menu rot, so we want to make sure we change out our items on the menu every few days, otherwise they'll be less enticing for customers. So apparently we've lost 5% of our buzz already just by choosing, I guess, the items that I've chosen. There are some emails here that we can check out. There we go. And we can actually read this one as well. It's a little guide to what to do with our emails. Right now there's really not much to see. And we can also see what items we might be able to purchase for equipment. Some of these more necessary than others, I would say. One of the ones that I absolutely will get, though, as soon as it's available, is the tip tray. So that way when you cook perfect food, people might actually leave you some money. I think a highly profitable thing to do, otherwise you're just missing out, essentially. For 50 bucks, it's worth it. So let's start a new day in Cook Serve Delicious with our pretty simple menu of 3 items, and we will see how things go. So we start our day early in the morning, and let's pour some beer. As soon as that is full, we hit enter to serve it. Normally you would want to just automate that down as quickly as possible, and we'll wait for another dude to come in. Who's drinking beer at 9 a.m.? That is the question of the day, I would say. Alright, so we've got a mustard corn dog, M for mustard, enter to serve. Good to go. Things will start out nice and slow, as they probably should, to ease us in, but then once we get around lunchtime, people will start pouring in. I mean, I guess these beer folk really do enjoy their morning beer, so I guess whatever, not going to fault them. We don't judge. We're just here to do what we can. So the toilet actually needs to be flushed. We're going to press down and then S to sanitize our hands. And then let's do a little bit more beer serving. Alright, try and get it as perfect as possible, not let it spill over the top. Unfortunately, people are a little picky about that. We don't want that to happen. And we get a perfect combo. The longer we keep this going, the better we end up doing. So just the mustard on that for you, perfect. We get our money, you get your corn dog, we get another one on our combo meter, everything's going well. I want to comment, I have to say the art style in this, it's very, I don't know, it's sort of like homespun, but in a really nice, comforting way. Ketchup and mustard, and serve. And we gotta flush the toilet again. Oh, and now rush hour is gonna happen, so I guess I won't be commenting in any meaningful way for a moment here while I try and get all these beers prepared. Everybody wants beer since it's a staple item, so I'm totally fine with that, because it's something I feel fairly comfortable preparing to reasonable perfection, although I will mess it up every now and then. Oh, like that. As, of course, the right moment for me to say it. But right now, since all we're serving is beer, things are quite manageable. When we end up with a bunch of different preparation styles for the food that are on our menu, we're going to end up being in a position where a lot of times we have to juggle 3 fairly complicated or even 4 fairly complicated orders that we need to be reading, pressing buttons, trying to manage our time, watching to make sure we don't burn something, while also, you know, swapping around and seeing what else is coming in. And it's a lot to get straight sometimes, but I think it's also very rewarding. Oh, I just failed 2 beers in a row. That's embarrassing. Sorry, guys. I hope you come back anyway. Rush hour over. And that one I spilled the beer because I put too much. Because the text that popped up in front of me actually scared me a little. You can actually turn that off in the options menu, which is something that I probably should have done. You know, the music is just as comforting, I think, as the art style. If you look out the window, I mean, you've got this, like, this nice view of the city in front of you. You can see the planes passing by. And you're just sort of, you're in for the ride. You're in for your day at work. And if you're in for, you know, the type of person who enjoys a good simulation, I think this definitely gets the point across. It's very fun. I mean, it's very immediate. You see the direct result of your hard work and your time spent in that you get to, you know, hopefully improve your menu as you go forward. Just the ketchup on that one. And let's flush the toilet again. I'm not sure why these guys can't just, like, flush the toilet themselves, but I guess I can handle it. And we never get to, like, hire a cook or anything. We get to do all the work ourselves. Just cinnamon for you on your pretzel. Okay, well, that's a pretty simple order. I'll try and stick around for at least a couple of days here so we can get maybe at least one more difficult thing to prepare that'll definitely test the boundaries of the human mind and the ability to multitask and continue speaking while also trying to prepare complicated menu items. Alright, what do you want? Just ketchup? Fair enough. You start to get these things down sort of rote, which is kind of a really interesting paradigm in a way, because it almost feels like you literally have subscribed to doing this job. After doing an actual job for a few hours, you usually will become more proficient at it, and this feels like exactly an extension of that, which actually, for me, makes the simulation all that more meaningful. Just the ketchup for you. I wish I could put the ketchup on in a little bit better of a way, because I probably wouldn't be happy if I just got it all in one big blob like that, but what are you gonna do? Just salt for you, okay, you got it. And there's nice little effects, like when you toss the salt on, there's like little particles of salt that go everywhere, and you actually get statistics like the amount of crumbs that you spilled. It's kind of wild. Just the ketchup for that. And in general, just this game is just really, it's a fun atmosphere. It feels good to play. The game feel, as they say, is top-notch. We've got now a toilet situation going at the same time this person wants their beer. We can handle it. This is still early on. Rush hour, it has its times. Sometimes it's, oh, that was not good. It has some ups and downs occasionally. You get a run of just everyone wants some beer, and yeah, we'll pretty much be able to handle that. But then everybody might want something much more difficult to prepare later, and then we will get into trouble. There we go. Oh, what did I get here? Give thumbs up for that. Okay, perfect. So we've got to also maintain our social media presence in our little cafe or restaurant. There we go, another beer. Or maybe bar in this case. This is more like a bar for me. We can actually get like a soda fountain later if we want, which is kind of complicated and probably won't do that, to be honest. But the things get very, very elaborate as we get further into the game. In fact, I've read somewhere that I think you can even like participate in like an Iron Chef competition at the end. So I think there's a whole large scale to this game that I have not yet seen. So I think it's definitely going to be worth the small price investment on this one. From what I've played, I've really enjoyed this game quite a lot. It is available right now on Steam as well as a few other platforms, so you'll definitely want to look into it. If you get this game, I think the same day that this video goes up, you should be able to get it for $1 off on Steam if you are into that, but still, it's not all that expensive anyway, so I would definitely recommend you go check it out. Not that I'm done with the video or anything just yet, I just wanted to make sure I don't forget to mention that stuff. So we go until, is it 9 or 10 o'clock at night? Well, we'll see in a few moments here, because I think we're wrapping things up for this first day, which I think we did okay. We could have probably maintained a perfect streak throughout most of it, since these orders really pretty simple. Just butter for you. Just got to make sure you get the right letter, because sometimes throw you a curveball, and butter is Y. Certain food elements have that kind of thing going on, so you just got to make sure you know what the keys are for each one, and it sort of lets you specialize and come with your favorite food items and favorite food menu items to have around. And hopefully rotate through so you don't end up with that menu rot that I mentioned. But I think if you can actually carry on a conversation and play this, it probably means the day is too easy, so I need to add some more difficult menu items on. So highest combo is 14 crumbs. We only made 4 crumbs. That's probably good. We've got 44 perfects, 5 average, 0 bad. It's hard to do too badly when all we have is beer and pretzels and things like that to serve. Income of the day, $230, positive buzz, 22%, toilets flushed, 8, and then none of the other things needed to be done. I think it unlocks on the second day that we have to do some of the other chores, which, to be honest with you, I'm fine with. I think it eases you in. So our 1-star restaurant checklist, these are the things we need to overcome before we can move up the ladder to become a more successful restaurant. Hopefully get some of these holes in the wall patched up, perhaps. Complete 20 days of service, get a 12 times perfect combo on 3 separate days. I think we could probably pull that one off. Purchase 6 foods and drinks for your menu, 3 bought, we're halfway there already. Make over $100 in tips, well, we still need to buy the tip jar. Pass a safety inspection, yeah, our safety inspector will show up occasionally, as well as food inspectors, I believe. Serve 4 foods in 1 day. Okay, so we gotta actually challenge ourselves a little bit for that one. So we'll go to buy more food and see what it is that maybe we can switch out. What are some ones that I'm familiar with? Let's add I like doing the fish. I think fish is one of the most entertaining ones to do. Feels the best for me, but it's a little bit on the expensive side. I'm going to go ahead and invest because I think it's a good idea to try and branch out early if you can. And I think I'll also do, I might be getting in over my head here, but I kind of want to do lasagna as well, although it can be one of the more tricky ones when you get into the higher tiers for stars. And I kind of want to buy a fryer so I can get into like some chicken maybe, because then you can see how things start to really unfold. So let's buy a deep fryer station for 500. There we go, click to confirm. And now I should be able to buy one more thing, which is going to be, we're going to do fried chicken. It's the simplest thing to fry as far as I know. Oh, and we also have to make sure we buy our tip jar. So I've spent a ton of money. Whether or not this is a good idea, it remains to be seen, but I think it's a good investment anyway. So let's go to our menu, and now we want to define what we want to serve for today. There won't be any menu rot at this point because I think things are still a little bit early for that. Let's leave the pretzel on, and we'll take the corn dog off. Actually, I meant to leave that there. And we'll put the... No, you know what? Let's just swap everything. And I'll do the all the new food. So we've got the fried chicken, we've got the lasagna, and the fish. All at 1 star. And, of course, our beer, which is our staple item. And we've got a few new emails to read. We can actually buy a beer upgrade, which will, I believe, give us a little bit more back per purchase of the beer. We can actually... For $600, we get another tier on the star level. Seems a little expensive to me, but yeah, we get to go from $5 to $8 increased menu price. You know what? Let's just do it, because let's just see what happens. So let's start our new day, and I think things will be pretty exciting. They might get a little out of control, and you might see me flounder a bit, but I'll try my best. So first things first, we've got to do our head and body and tail chopping for our fish, season it. Now it's going to go on to cook for a few moments. You'll see the steam will start rising out, and eventually that will turn into a little timer bar, and then I just need to hit 1 again and it will serve it. If you accidentally hit the wrong one when it's not quite ready to serve, you just end up failing that one. So you want to make sure you get the right number keys. So let's put our lasagna on. PSCR, enter. Oh, I got to do that. PSCR. So stack the lasagna up. Fair enough. That actually makes a lot of sense. And hold to pour beer. There we go. Perfect. Wait for the lasagna to cook. Let's flush the toilet. Sanitize. Hands. Make it another lasagna. PSCR. Enter. And now the lasagna is ready to serve. And then we've got another one already. And we're not even a rush hour yet, and it's already getting exciting. So let's dunk the basket. Wait for that to start to look cooked. There we go. Place in bowl. Enter to serve. Brilliant. Press 3 to serve that. And this is how things start to get a little bit more complex. It's totally within the realm of possibility. It takes some practice. And I think that's partially why I love this game so much, because the more time you spend with it, the more proficient you actually get with it. And it just feels really natural to me. Like I said, each food preparation just feels right. And the fact that the mini-games are so spot on and they feel good, a lot of them, just makes me want to play the game more. So let's serve our beer, and then I'm going to do the garbage. Oh, that went a little over. 4, lift, throw, lift, throw, lift, throw. Don't throw. Just lift and then throw. Sanitize hands. 1 for chicken. Oh, geez, I'm going to miss something here. There's not nearly enough time for that, is there? Alright, well, I missed, like, 2 of them, right? Flush, sanitize. Oh, well, I guess I got the toilet at the last moment. 4 for lasagna. PSCR. Enter, cook, fish, cut, season. 3, lasagna, PSCRs. There we go. 2 for chicken. Dunk. And then everything's going to start being done all at the same time. Place in bowl, serve. 4 for serve. Alright, 3 is now serve. Oh, I guess that wasn't ready. I thought that was. Never mind, my bad. Alright, chicken. We can do chicken. Ready, set, go. Rush hour over, thank goodness. Serve the fish, serve the lasagna. 4. We gotta do toilet, flush, get the rat trap going, pull bar, set lock, set cheese, sanitize, go. 3, 4, 1. It's really kind of tough sometimes. Let's do wash dishes now. This is a good one. Left, right, up. Like I said, feels a little bit like WarioWare at times, but in a good way. I mean, I love WarioWare, to be honest, so there's really no bad way to be like that game. Pour some beer. Okay. How are we doing for money? Probably not great. I think we've had a substandard performance so far as I can tell. I could definitely have done a bit better on certain of these, especially with the rush hour moment. Things got pretty chaotic. Although, to be honest, I think I probably stacked the odds a little bit against myself. I'm not the best at this game, and I probably should have eased into things a little bit more, but I just wanted to show you how crazy things can get, and they get way crazier than this. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Alright, serve, go. Another fish. I really enjoy when we do the fish, because it's just like arrow keys in every direction, and then it's just season out. And you just gotta wait for it to cook, which it should be done in just a moment. I'm gonna serve that off before I deal with the lasagna. Oh, CR, there we go. I actually kind of messed that up in the sequencing. Lift, throw, lift, throw. How do I get so much trash so fast? I already did this. Alright, well, we'll try and take care of that later. Let's do the beer. We gotta watch how fast these are going down. Send 2 out, 3. Oh, I think I did the wrong order there. Oh god, what have I done? I made an abomination of that lasagna, I'm sorry. Whoever's getting it, you have my condolences. That was not appropriate for me to do that. Alright, maybe it'll recover, who knows. 3, yeah, that's bad. Alright, fair enough. I don't know what order I put those ingredients in, but it wasn't good, whatever it was. Alright, toilet again. Yeah, I definitely want to turn that rush hour notification off, because it totally messes with my, my mojo when I'm starting to do these in an order. There we go. Oh my god, 4 lasagnas all at once. That is way too much lasagna for any one populace. Like, honestly, who needs that much of it? One of these trays of lasagna should serve a whole pile of people. But I'm gonna make the best of it. Alright, let's do chicken. It's easy to get distracted, too, when you're looking at all these bars moving at all different speeds. But you just gotta try to be composed like you would if you were actually cooking this stuff. That was a mistake. I should have done the lasagna out. 2. Oh my god, I got it at the last moment there. And 4. Beer. Oh, I think I missed that beer. Oh, I actually meant to do 3 first, but I actually pulled it off anyway. Go. 1. Flush, sanitize. Very easy to do. PSCR, PSCR, PSCR. 2. Another lasagna. Helps if you're pretty good with your keyboard as well. Like, if you're a fairly decent typist, I think you'll have an easier time finding your way to the right keys. I'm gonna wait for that lasagna out. There we go. Get the fish done. Not like that took very long. But I just wanted to get some relief on that one. There we go. Place in bowl, serve. And fish should be done in a moment. And lastly, oh, more garbage. Okay, we can handle this. And let's make sure we get the fish in time. Sanitize hands. 3. Do the rat trap, pull bar, set lock, set cheese, sanitize, go, and toilet, down, sanitize, 1. And lastly, 3. And we should be wrapping up service for the evening, probably just a few more things. I think we did okay at the end. I think we pulled it off a little better than I would have expected given the circumstances. Trying to provide commentary over top of this game, it's a difficult thing to pull off. And place, and I think we're just about done. What do we got? A couple more beers, perhaps. Another toilet flushing. We can handle this. And 5 more minutes. Oh, 1 more last-minute fish, apparently. Whatever, man. You can still have your fish. After hours cooking. Has to be done. 3, 2, 1. Serve the fish. Enjoy, buddy. Have a good night. Thank you for stopping by. So, we made $356 today. We've earned 23.5% positive buzz, 47 perfects, 3 average, and 3 bad. I'm mad, because I'm bad. Earned $24 in tips, made 0 crumbs. That's very efficient, non-crumb making. Highest combo, 12. Garbage thrown, 15. Dishes washed, 12. And rats trapped, 2. And 9 toilets flushed. That's a lot of toilets to flush. I don't want that many toilets. We should get something to automate that. Anyway, we made a little bit more progress today. We've got serve 4 foods in 1 day checked off and have 10% positive buzz from customers. We haven't quite made it to $100 in our tip jar yet, but that is going to happen eventually. And 20 days of service, not quite there. 12x perfect combo. Did that 2 days in a row, and we haven't had a safety inspector in just yet. So there's a whole bunch of new things that showed up in our email box, but I think that is going to pretty much do it for our early look here at Cook Serve Delicious. I say early like the game's not out. It is out. You should buy it. I think it's a great game. And even if you're not into management sims, if you have any propensity for, you know, quick dexterity-driven games or simulations of any sort, I think you'll probably have a good time with this. The presentation's great, the music's great, the art's great, the gameplay is really solid. It's quite addictive, and it's even fun to compete with your friends, apparently. We did that on live stream. I had a great time, so I recommend it. Link's going to be in the description. I think you guys should go give it a shot. I don't think you'll be disappointed at all. So, with that in mind, thank you everybody for being here. I always appreciate that you stuck with me for the whole episode. I do hope that you will check out the link in the description for this game, as well as my other social media links, including my Facebook page, my Twitch, and my Twitter, and of course indie-impressions.com, where you can go to find nearly 550 other indie games that I've made videos for. That way, if you're looking for something else, whether it be a free game, a paid game, a Steam game, a Desktop game, a specific genre, whatever you have in mind, there should be something over on that site for you to check out. So go visit, see what you think, and of course let me know what you think about this game in the comments, and as well as leave any support that you think I deserve. Likes are always appreciated if you think I deserve those as well. And that is going to do it for another episode, guys. Thank you so much for sticking around, and I do hope you'll come back again tomorrow. New episodes are every single day, so I will see you back here on the same channel, youtube.com/RockLeeSmile. It's in case you're watching this anywhere other than the channel, and I hope you have a lovely night. Later, guys!